Hello,
Hello.
it's Chutzpah time.
Yes, it is.
Today, we're gonna talk about shopping online for the soul.
Yes.
So I'm not a big shopper,
Me neither.
but I do work in retail.
Yes.
Jackie, you're not a big shopper.
Nope.
But we're both in a relationship with shoppers.
Absolutely. Vlad is a pro shopper, I would say. He even said, I'm actually working from home because he's constantly working on shopping online.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yes. I mean, it was a joke, but a little bit of truth in
Yeah, no, I feel like it's happening in your household.
it.
And then I am also in a relationship with a shopper, Sammy.
Yes.
She loves to shop.
Yep.
Oh my God. Yeah, her and Vlad are
They're very similar in that way.
dangerous for each other as well.
Yes, there's major enabling happening. For sure. We've seen it happen multiple times.
Yeah.
Like Sam introduced Vlad to candle shopping online, and he spent $45 on candles, which is nice. Like, our house smells great, but
Yeah.
The times are tough.
Yeah, I don't know if the priority right now is a candle
Well,
versus
depends who you're
toilet
asking.
paper. But yeah, I mean, it does reduce anxiety for some folks. And I know Sam is a huge candle lover. So
Aromatherapy.
yeah, exactly. And then on the flip side, Vlad told Sam about some sales in Adidas. And then she went online. It's
Endless.
It's just dangerous.
Yeah. But we love them anyway.
So, bringing us, I mean, this is a great dive in. Is online shopping helping us? It's not helping me. No, I'm kidding. But go ahead.
Well,
is it helping?
So,
In this current situation, of COVID-19.
yeah, I mean, retail
quarantine.
therapy is a thing, regardless of the situation. It's a well-known phenomenon where people will go and shop when they're feeling down, when they're feeling depressed, whatever it is, if they've had a bad day at work, or they had a fight with their significant other, or any difficulty that people are going through. It is a known thing to do, is retail therapy. You go, you shop, you forget about your problems, and
Hooray.
yes. So now it has been converted into online shopping therapy.
Right.
And people have a lot of time on their hands, and they are sitting at home, and they are stressed, obviously, because this is a stressful situation, and they are online shopping for their souls. But is it helping us? That is the question. Is it a good thing? Is it actually therapy, or is it becoming stressful?
For me, it's like not the greatest thing to constantly shop online and see if there's food. Like I even in this pandemic situation, I would still rather, like, in a way, risk my life and go and shop in a store,
Really?
just because it's easier for me mentally, emotionally.
Yeah.
It's just easier, even though the only reason I wouldn't want to do that is risking other people getting infected. I don't think I even would care if I got infected. And I'm saying big words right now. But like, if I was alone by myself, with no family, I would try and shop online, but I also think I would get super discouraged really quickly
Yeah.
and go to the store.
Well, it is a crazy situation because it's almost impossible to order anything online at this point. And I mean, like, Vlad has his systems, but not everybody wants to go that far.
Right.
And
it's more stressful for me
yeah.
to try and buy something and not be able to.
Right.
And I feel like also I'm spending more money, even though I don't know if it's in my head or not. But, like, I feel like it's more expensive, but then it's in bulk.
Yeah, you just
And
feel like in a way, it's out of your hands,
Right.
and you don't have any control over it, because also a lot of times when you get delivery slots, then they don't have all the products that you wanted.
Right.
So then your basket is, like, reduced in half sometimes. And then you have to go and look for those products in different places, which is then adding more time that you're shopping. And for somebody like you that doesn't like to shop necessarily, it can become very stressful.
Right. And, like, we used Postmate to shop for essentials, which is, like, products.
Yeah, produce.
And basically they picked the vegetables, right? So they brought us products that were not that great, even though, like, I'm grateful for the guy that we tipped him like $20 for the delivery, because he's putting in himself in risk.
Right.
The guy at the store that we ordered from called us, and while he was saying, hey, I'm out of this cheese,
right,
thank you so much for putting in this huge order. So in that aspect, I'm grateful that I contribute.
Right, and you're helping local stores and local businesses, and not necessarily the big corporations like Amazon and Target and things like that.
Exactly. But on the flip side, I, like, spent a lot of money
Right.
on stuff that I would probably not buy if I was physically in the store buying, like, looking and going through it with myself.
Right.
I wouldn't buy that piece of lettuce that is dead already.
Yeah, and again, it comes to the thing where, in a way, you're helpless, and you just have to take what you get and say, okay, but I'm privileged because I can spend this money, or, you know, I live in a city where I have bodegas that are close by and can deliver through Postmates. But yeah, I get it. I get why you're feeling that it's stressing you out, and more than actually being a positive and therapeutic experience.
Right. No, not therapeutic. I don't like shopping.
Yeah, me too.
Especially not online. Like, I am, you know, when the new iPhone comes out every year, and people, so it splits to two. Some people pre-order because they're like, you know, they want the product as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And they trust that it's gonna be amazing and it's gonna look like it looks in the keynote.
Right.
And some people, a lot of people, are like, no, I want to see it. I want to go to the store. I want to try it the camera. I want to feel the device before I buy it.
Absolutely.
I am probably that person.
Me too. I definitely want to hold it. I want to feel it. I want to touch it, for sure. And same for produce. Like, I like to hand pick my vegetables and fruit, for sure. So yeah, I get it. I get why it's stressing you out more than making you feel at ease that you have that option. You are one of the people that rather go to the store, even in this situation.
Right.
And if it wasn't for your family, and putting them at risk by maybe contracting the virus,
Right,
and then exposing them to the virus, that's what you would have done.
I admit I'm not afraid. I do admit the truth.
Oh, you are young, honey.
Well, that brings us to what would you do without that option of shopping online, which obviously I would go to the store and, you know, I would probably get infected. Like, to be honest, like, I'm not the most careful in that sense person. Like, I take my health, my abundance of health very, like, I don't think I appreciate it as nearly as much as I should.
Right.
And it helps saying it out loud.
For sure. That's
to
what we're here for, Jasmine.
Yeah, exactly. This is my therapy. To do appreciate,
Yeah, for sure.
wow, I'm extremely healthy and it's not obvious.
Mm-hmm.
But what would you do without this option?
Me personally, and what anybody would do is go to the store, obviously, wearing masks and gloves and whatever. But I think at the end of the day, for us, people that are relatively young and relatively healthy, it really is more of a preference. But there are people out there that are, they have pre-existing conditions, or there are older people, and for them I think it really makes a difference that they have this ability to order things online. And we should probably try and not overwhelm the system as much as it is, so people that are really in need of this service can get it. That's the hardest part for me, and the most stressful for me is the hysteria that has become like a normal thing, where you're entirely consumed by your ability to get products to your house, because there are no delivery slots, and then there's no, half of the products are not stocked, and then it like becomes this thing that you're just obsessed about and doing all day long. And for my husband Vlad, who loves to shop, and for him it is a therapy.
Wow.
For him it does take his mind off the current situation. It helps him with his anxiety. It helps him not to be just sitting and obsessing about, oh my God, like this is a crazy time in my life and in history. And it makes him focus on, oh, I need broccoli. I need, and Whole Foods is out. I need to find broccoli somewhere else. It just really helps in him and occupies him. So it depends on who you are also.
And I will tell you that I'm keeping in touch with my coworkers, and some of them, even young people, not maybe 30 years old. Okay, so young but not 20. They are.
Thanks.
Hello, Jacqui. Some of them say, I'm not going to the store. They have a phobia, or they're just scared. And I respect that. And you know what they do? Other coworkers bring them food to their door.
And that's lovely.
And it's people that are not afraid. And I think I would be in that situation of I wouldn't mind going to the store for friends and family and bringing them produce. I don't have that fear in me.
Yeah.
But Vlad literally will not let me go out.
No.
So
he's become the Papa Bear.
Yeah.
And he's just adamant about us not going to the store unless we absolutely have to.
And even then, no.
And
don't. You have options.
Right.
So, but you know what I mean? So there are those people that will not go to the store, even though they're craving sneakers or whatever people are craving these days. And it's crazy. But you know what this hysteria reminds me of? As you were talking, I had a little flashback of holiday season in Israel.
Oh.
And it is just like this.
Yes.
Where people are like, if I don't have matzah, I'm gonna
It's craziness. People
are insane.
People go crazy. Stores run out of products. And
every year
it's a wild jungle out there, for sure. And
I think that is in the root of me hating shopping.
It's all up because the Jews. No. Yeah.
LOL.
Oh my God. I
think that's where the anxiety of shopping comes from for me.
It brings you back to
that hysteria. I'm like, it's fine. You don't need a lot. Let's just calm down.
Let's chill. But this is a very unique situation.
Yes. This is not a holiday season in Israel.
No. It's a pandemic.
Right.
And
it's sad. A lot of people are victims, and it's really sad.
Yes. We are fortunate.
Okay. Are we spending too much money on all this food?
It is, I think, more expensive to order. I think also the way you shop online is differently than you were if you were in the store.
Oh, man.
Yeah, because it's just clicking, and then they have that way of like popping things like, oh, you ordered cheese. Do you need bread? You know what I mean?
Right.
So
do you want it again? You ordered this last week. Do you want this again? So if I ordered ice cream last week, just for fun, like a one time thingy.
yeah.
And now and I'm like, yeah, I want ice cream again.
Now that I see it, for sure.
Let me get 2 of them so I don't run out. And
it's just, yeah, it's a rabbit hole.
right.
Yeah.
And I am, well, but on the flip side,
We're not eating out.
I'm not going out.
Yeah.
The tip, it's a one-time tip, right? So
Yeah.
it's not every meal you eat, you need to tip the person. And we tip people, like
Yeah.
that's a thing.
Yeah, for sure.
20%.
Mm-hmm.
But if you order a bunch of food once and you tip them once,
Right.
then you're spending less.
Honestly, it's hard to say. We did spend a lot of money on just stocking up on,
Well, you
cans
guys are,
of food and just a lot of extra, like, just because we didn't have any extras, because we're living in New York City. We're used to just grabbing things on the go as we come home from work, and we did not have any stocks of anything.
Right.
So we did spend a lot of money initially to create this backup supply for decades.
And I want to share the flour story.
Oh my God.
Okay. So Vlad wanted flour, a lot of flour.
Yes.
And
baking flour.
Baking flour, all-purpose flour.
Yes.
And he kept talking about the flour and ordering flour and telling me to order flour. And if we don't have flour, or order whatever type of flour you can. I literally went on like 5 different online shopping options. No, nobody had flour.
Right. No.
And
everybody's baking.
Yeah.
Everybody has become a baker.
Another thing is, I think I didn't gain as much weight as I would because I am eating at home things that I know what there is.
Right, because you're preparing all of your food, and you know
Exactly.
what you're putting into it. You're maybe even more mindful about what you're eating because you have all this time on your hands.
But those nights with the ice cream. But anyway, literally, I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy you so much flour that you're never going to buy flour again. So I ordered 50 pounds.
We got the sack today.
How is it? How does it look?
It's a big sack of flour. Yeah, for sure.
That's so exciting.
It is. It's just there.
Yes.
In the middle of our kitchen.
Oh my God. And the agreement was, Vlad, you're not buying any more flour for a while.
Well, we'll
And
see.
he agreed.
Yeah, well, because now we have 50 pounds of flour.
Exactly.
So we don't need any more flour. And also, he'll share his
Yes.
baking with you.
That was
In
also
return.
part of the deal. It's like, dude, bake for me as well.
Bake, bitch.
Okay, so we're gonna take a quick break.
Ooh, yes. Sippy,
Enjoy the break. Welcome back.
sippy. We're back.
Okay, so basically, are you overwhelmed?
Am I overwhelmed? Me, no, because I'm lucky that I have Vlad that is doing all the shopping for us. So I am not personally overwhelmed. Not what you expected. No,
Right.
No, I'm not overwhelmed, but because I'm not doing any shopping. If I were doing shopping, I would be very overwhelmed, and I would probably have gone to the store way, way earlier.
Wow.
Yeah.
I am overwhelmed,
I'm sorry, Jazz.
and that is it.
Yeah.
I'm overwhelmed by it. And even today, like you even noticed
Mm-hmm.
that when I do have a lot of stuff in bulk, I'm also overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I didn't know that about myself, that I don't like a lot of stuff to
Yeah.
have, I guess.
To have a lot of stuff you don't like.
I don't like a lot of stuff to have. And it's very weird to realize something about yourself that
Yeah.
you didn't even think.
We're learning a lot of things about ourselves in quarantine, guys.
Yeah. And also, it's weird. Why would I want to have less?
Right. Interesting thought, Jasmine.
We'll leave it for another episode. So at the bottom of this craziness,
Mm-hmm.
the most important thing is to be grateful.
Yes, I agree.
And I am grateful for the people who are working
I know.
and delivering.
Yeah.
UPS. People that go to Whole Foods or Amazon and build my order.
Yeah, and I wanted to tell you about this crazy thing that Vlad found.
What?
When yesterday Postmates was like crashing and he couldn't put in an order, obviously. Couldn't put in an order through Whole Foods or Amazon. So he just Googled grocery delivery, and there's a new service. This is crazy, where you actually, it's an app where you rent a shopper for
Yeah.
you, and you pay them $50 to do shopping for you and bring it to your house. And
Wow.
that's where Vlad was like, no, I'd rather go to the store myself. I'm not going to pay somebody $50 or more. I don't remember if it's according to the amount of time or how the fee is calculated. But yeah, he was like, that was his limit. He was like,
Wow.
I can just go to the store myself. I'm not going to pay extra $50 for somebody to do it for you. But yeah, it's crazy what services are invented in this
Wow.
current situation, because people are really, it's a good thing. People are trying to social distance and self-quarantine and not put themselves or their family in danger. On one hand, it's causing stress and anxiety for some people. And on the other hand, it's creating jobs and opportunity for other people.
The concierge service is
Yeah,
back.
it is. It is a concierge service. It's very expensive, but in an extreme situation, I guess that some people may not have a choice.
Or some people, I think, would like that, actually.
Yeah.
Um,
And it's good for people that maybe can't qualify for unemployment or just need, to work, or are in a certain situation where they have no choice but working. So there is a positive side to
everything.
the online shopping hysteria.
Yes. No, and the technology is obviously allowing us to do all this,
Oh, yeah.
and I am grateful for that. I think a lot of people at this point of time are realizing, maybe people that almost have been taking technology for granted, this is overrated, it's not that important, right?
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Now they're like, wow, I did not realize that this is going to help me one day
Yeah.
in a very significant way. And I think that's cool because,
We are very lucky to be
Yeah.
in this time in history where we can literally
Shop
have
online.
anything we want. The other day I was looking at plants.
yes, honey. Decor time.
Yeah, IKEA,
IKEA.
furniture store, clothes store, all the big clothes stores are doing deliveries and sales and trying to push their inventory out.
Right.
So yeah, we
Talk
are all
about the
very,
fashion industry.
yeah, they're trying to make their dollar any way they can, obviously.
That's
So we're very lucky to be in a time where We can just sit at home on our couch in our pajamas and just click away.
Right.
And things will come to our doorstep within, sometimes a day or even less, especially when it comes to like grocery shopping online. Yeah, it's insane.
And we're
very lucky.
Yeah, we're super privileged to be in a state of, in a way, non-crisis. I mean, of course, you had to file for unemployment.
Yes.
And there is stress in that. But we're not sick.
Right.
Like, and I don't even, well, I do, but I don't know very well. I know, like, of people that are sick.
Yeah.
But I don't know someone that I have, their phone number and they're sick.
Right. You've been lucky also in the way that nobody close to you has gotten sick.
Exactly.
So, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I think if it's helping you to shop online and it's making you feel better, do it. Don't let it stress you out. And if you have people like Vlad that are shoppers,
use them.
Yeah. Ask them to help you out if it's stressing you out.
Use them.
And, worst case scenario, go to the store, just be safe, wear a mask, wear gloves, wash your hands when you come home. Try to clean the products that you brought with you, regardless of actually if you've gone to the store or got it in delivery. It's good to try to keep things cleaner in this time.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we need to find things that make us feel better during this crazy pandemic. And not things that stress us out, because we are stressed out as it is.
Yeah. Keep it light. Keep it positive.
Yes.
And don't watch the news.
Watch some news.
Yeah, no, it's a joke. Of course, watch the news. But yeah, just keep it as positive as you can in these times.
Yes.
So I think, like, be aware of what's going on within. Check in with yourself. Yesterday, I was very overwhelmed. And I needed to go and lay down and meditate and just be in quietness and just not think about anything and just close my eyes. Center.
You go, girl, honey.
Yeah.
You do it. You do what helps.
Yeah, and be aware. Like, it's easy to get into the Animal Crossing games or social media or, shopping online. Just tune out. In my yoga studio that I used to go to, they used to love saying this. Tune out to tune in.
Aww.
Oh my God.
Love. Oh, so clever. But yeah, it's true.
But basically do that.
It's true. Yeah. Don't overwhelm yourselves. Don't feel like you have to be in an hysterical situation because other people are. We won't run out of food.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Also, go on a walk.
Oh, yes.
To see that the stores have produce in them.
Yes.
And then just take a deep breath.
Yeah. The stores outside of our building are stocked. It's just Amazon and, the ones that are doing deliveries that are understocked and understaffed. But yeah, there's food. We won't starve.
No.
Everything will be okay. And if you need to spend $45 on candles to make you feel better, it's okay.
Yeah, do that. Also, if you need to talk to somebody, you can talk to us.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody wants to, but
if
you're listening.
They do. Yes.
Maybe, yeah. So send us your I have an idea. Send us your crazy online shopping products that you bought that you would never buy.
Yeah.
If you weren't in this situation.
Right.
I would never spend whatever on whatever.
I would never spend $40 on flour for vlog, if not for this situation.
There you go.
But I was happy to do that.
50 pounds of flour sitting in my kitchen.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Anyway, thank you for listening. We hope this was fun, and we hope we helped you in some way.
Yeah.
Alrighty. See you next time, or talk to you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.